reckon we're going to, this is a winter crop, but we're going to pre-emerge this so that we get the weeds as they pop their little heads through. Try and keep it as clean as we can through the winter so that we're just growing a crop. My old dad many years ago said to me, boy, he says, you grow weeds or you grow a crop. He said, you can't grow both. He said, you know, if you're growing weeds, the goodness of the weeds are taking it from your crop. So make sure you got no weeds, boy. That's what he said to me. I suppose it's common sense, really. You're all going to sit there watching this and say, well, that's bloody common sense, that is. So what's the old fool babbling about? But I know you're going to look down my furrow there and you're going to say, bugger, that's as bent as a dog's back leg. I know it is, but I tell you what, I started that side of the field and I'll get to that side of the field, and when I'm finished that'll be a good proper job. And I'll be happy to look at it anyway. But no, you old Mintill boys, you work with that much of the soil. I work with that much of the soil in my view. Yeah, you can say I'm ploughing in trouble for later date, but if you, I know this isn't particularly clean. A lot of it though is annual weeds, you know. There ain't nothing in here that I'm going to plough in that's going to seed out again. It's, you know, it's going to kill it stone dead. But anyway, we're going to pre-emerge it anyway. But I've got my skimmer set nicely, so I'm burying every bit of it. I'm getting a little bit of mean stubble, but that's about it. We have reasonable results up here because it's a heavier ground and it is good to grow the crops on. You know, they like the heavier ground. Just it slows you down. I normally plough on the sandland at about 8 miles an hour. That's probably why my bloody plough shears burn out so quick. There's this bloody beast here. He does like to get on. I'm looking forward to getting my drill out. I've got that nice 8 metre weaving to go on it, fully mounted. I put it on this one and dual it up, put dual wheels on the back. Old George's TW25's all dualed up. I believe he's been doing a bit of filming for you boys to look at. I think he's quite chuffed with his tractor. He put it on the dyno up at the Shuttleworth do. He dynoed it last year and he got 110 horsepower out of it. He's dynoed it this year and he got 148. He says it's 158, but the man who dynoed it, I went to the Bedfordshire Steam Rally meeting last night, and he was there, and he swears blind it was 148, not 158. But as long as George is happy. He's happy, I'm happy. My old boy down there, he's bloody 18 he is, and we just been out, he's got a Land Rover 90, which is on the company insurance and everything and in my name, so he's got that, it's his like, but just to help the old boy out because he's only 18, and he just brought a Land Rover Discovery 3. He's 18. I had a bloody Granada, a 4-door Granada, out of somebody's garden that I paid 50 quid for. That was a long while ago though. It was that long ago, even the Sweeney had one. There you go. They had one before I had one. I used to like the old Granada. We got 14 people in it one night when we was going to a nightclub over at St Neots. Mind you, in them days they were discos, weren't they? Oh. Go to the disco, Priory at St Neots, there you go. There's a blast from the past. I think they knocked it down now. Made it into a car park and a Waitrose. Mind you, I'm sure there's someone out there who knows different. Yeah, this bit of the borough's nice and straight, I ain't doing bad here. I spoke to you for a little while. Oh God. We went to Yarmouth Saturday and Sunday. Just 2 days. The wife and the boys had some premium bonds. We weren't doing nothing, sitting bought ourselves a chalet over at Yarmouth, a 2-bedroom little chalet. So we go over there every now and again and just stay there for a couple of days. I got myself a little collie puppy that the wife brought me for my birthday. Buster, I called him Buster because he's always chewing on everything and breaking the bugger. But we went over there, he was as fine as, fit as a flea. We come back Monday morning, we come back Sunday, and I got up Monday morning, oh my lord, I don't know where that dog got it all from. There was poo everywhere. That was on the bloody office floor, that was on the kitchen floor, and I don't know how he managed it, but in the office he actually got it up on the second drawer of the filing cabinet. So, poor old boy, he was squirting somewhere, squirting like brown water out everywhere. Bless his heart, I don't know what he got. He got something whilst he was away. He did have a pig's ear, I think that might have been what was wrong. They did look a bit oily to me. He's a bit delicate, that little puppy. We got to harden him up a bit. Yeah. He's looking better now though. He's a bit chirpier this morning. He's beginning to chew things again. So I don't know what it was, but well, I think it was just the fact that he had that pig's ear. But I don't think the pig was overly happy about it. Mind you, I don't think he knew a lot. The rest of it was missing. I bet a lot of you young pups don't know what a pig's ear is, do you? This furrow, that's what my old man would have called a pig's ear. He was straighten that up, boy, that looks like a pig's ear. Were you making a pig's ear of it? Bless his heart. Taking the 5th wheel coupling up there. I know you're all saying, oh, that's going to be a bit chilly up there for caravanning, but not for my caravan it won't. No, I'll have to give you a walk round the old 5th wheel. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive, that 5th wheel. I'll have to nick a camera off of George. Mind you, I've got one here I'm nicked off of it. He's given me the one with one button, so I'll get it right. Bless his heart. He was in a good mood today, George. He ain't always in a bad mood, it's just sometimes things get on top of you, don't they? And they just make you go quiet sometimes. And you just want to, people say to you, are you alright? And it's the last thing you want anybody to say to you. You're not particularly alright, but you can't really say, I'm flipping well this and I'm flipping well that, because they'll just say, stop moaning, you old miserable old git. So you just go quiet and draw into yourself a bit. But today he was in a good mood. I think it's because he's driving his TW. He does love that bloody old Ford, I don't know why. You know, they say a lot of things get better with age, but that don't look no better to me today than it did 30 years ago. It looked like a Portaloo on wheels then, and it looks like a Portaloo on wheels now. But George is happy. You wait till he does this, he'll cut all these bits out. He'll say, that bloody legend bloke, he ain't going to say things like that about my baby. There's 2 women in George's life, Liz and that TW. I like my tractors, but I wouldn't dare like them to me wife. I'll be on bread and water. Oh, go on round. My aiming plough won't go round. I've been told there is a little bit of kit you can put on it, because this is one of those ploughs that you can plough in the furrow or out of the furrow on land. So I'm ploughing on land because the blooming wheels on this thing are too big to go in the furrow. So you can actually fold it up to go up the road, which helps. Because to be honest with you, I don't use the transport wheels on this. I just keep it on the 3-point linkage. It's heavy and it's blooming long, so you have to watch it when it goes round the corner, or you'll take Mother Hubbard's hedge off, knock a gate down and stuff. So you just have to take it easy round the corners. But there is a bit of kit you can fit into the hydraulics to draw the plough in and then spin it over. But I've only had the thing 5 minutes. I've got it off of Mr. Brock. Yeah. Derry. I did say Derry with a D, not Terry with a T. His name's Derry. Ever such a nice fella. But I tell you what, I think Russell's even better. He's a nice fella, that Russell. I think they're all decent lads, but I had a good deal with them. I don't like giving them too much money, you see, because I ain't got a lot to give. And I like to keep as much of it as I can, which ain't working too well at the minute. I have got a wish list for the spring, but I didn't tell my wife because I think she'd, well, she's going to see her sister on Saturday. They're going to go and watch a film together, and if I tell her now, I don't think she'll come back again. We'll see how we go. We might win the lottery, you know. Yeah. If I win the lottery, Adam, I'll buy you a decent tractor instead of that red one you got. You do know those red things are a phase. By the time you're about 19, you'll be grown out of it and you'll get a decent tractor instead of those red ones. Nah, they're alright. I had a Fergie. Yeah. That was a good tractor. That was a 906, but you all warned us then. If that goes wrong, that'll be a nightmare. And you weren't right. You weren't wrong on me. That was a nightmare when it went wrong, but it never went wrong of its own accord. I put one of you young pups on it, and well, we broke the hydraulic pipe on the machine on the back, and it emptied the oil out the gearbox and welded the gears all together. So it cost a fair old bit to put right, and they fixed it about 4 times till they finally fixed it. By that time I'd had enough and I'd sent it back, because it was still in warranty, and I had it on HP. I actually brought that one on HP, but so I spoke to the chap I brought it off of, and he paid me out on it and took it back again because I weren't happy with it. So that was me and Massey Fergie's, but I think they are a fair tractor, but it's very much of a muchness this day and age, isn't it? Case, New Holland and Fergie, they're all very much of a muchness. They're sort of that range of tractors. I know what I want a nice little 160 horsepower fast track, mini version of this. Do the baling and the A-turning and stuff, the round baling, like, you know, hedge flailing, ring rolling. It looks a bit silly when you turn up with a round baler with a 300 horsepower tractor on the front. Mind you, this one, this 8250, I had this chipped, so she's putting down around about 300 horses, maybe just a little bit under 300 horses. Now, George's 7270 over there, that's been chipped as well. Now he's on a power harrow, and he power harrowed all day. Well, it would have been all day if he hadn't run out of diesel by about sort of 6 o'clock. he had to stop power harrowing and go home for diesel because he ran out of diesel. This pulled this 7 furrow plough 3 days in a row before I had to put any diesel in it. Like today, I think I'm down to 3/4 of a tank, and I think I've done about 8 hours ploughing with it. So I've used 1/4 of a tank of diesel in 8 hours. I'm hoping to get another 6 hours out of today. Yeah, what's the time now? 3 o'clock now, so is that 3 o'clock? Yeah, about 3:30, so yeah, we'll get another 4 or 5 out of it anyway. And I bet you that still is above half a tank. It's very good on diesel, this 8250. If I had a choice for an 8250 or a 7270, I'd take the 8250. It is a better, well, it's a much better gearbox for starters. Look, we're coming up course now. You young pups, that's when we go triangular. Short work, call it short work, don't they? But the old boys call it gorse work. I don't know why. I couldn't answer that one. Perhaps you can tell me on YouTube land, what does gorse mean? I'm sure it's some old term given for something or other. The old fellas will know. Yeah, I went to the Bedford Steam Society meeting. They meet once a month, first Monday of every month they meet. And it's the first time I went, and they had a chap there doing a talk on narrowboats and the full Kirk wheel, which is a boat lift that lifts narrowboats up or down the locks. Instead of locks, it's got this full Kirk wheel. Oh, it's quite interesting, you know. But there weren't a lot on there about steam engines or vintage tractors. Mind you, they don't do vintage tractors. They just do steam engines. But oh, that's going to jam. Backwards. So yeah, that was quite interesting. But there was a lot of old lads there. You know, I'm talking sort of 60s, well 70, 80 years old. And I was talking to them, ever so interested. Talking about the old days and the old ways. You know, because in their eyes I'm a young pup and I'm 53. But like they're saying, all the knowledge from that time slowly dying out with the people. I said they need to keep all the photographs and pass the stories on to their young ones. Like you young pups, you need to go and listen to your dad's stories. Don't sit there thinking, go out and see the old buggers moaning on about something again. Go and have a listen. You never know, it might be something interesting. Something you need to carry to the next generation. It's like these steam engines. The parish own 3 of the foul engines. There's only 7 left in existence. And like I said, one of their grandsons is very interested in them. But they need a custodian for those machines. They've had them all their lives. They've been in their family all their lives and their granddads had them. So they really need somebody to take great care of them and make sure they stay in the family. Like heirlooms. Nobody seems to value them anymore. You know, as far as they do say that, oh well, you know, there's my great-great-granddad's pocket watch. He fought in the Second World War. You know, he was given this for doing this. Oh well, that's worth a couple £100. We'll flog that. There don't seem to be no value left in the world anymore. Perhaps it's me, silly old fart. All my history was lost. So I'm making my own history now. Another half hour, I'll be done here. It's a lovely day again, first week of October, cracking weather. The old oilseed rake boys are caught cold. No bloody old beetles at the lot, isn't he? Yeah, mine and all though. I had 90 acres of the bloody stuff. Yeah, that as well. Now I'll have to go into a spring crop now. I'm thinking some of these spring wheats are looking quite good. look like they yield pretty well. I'm going to have a word with Kay Gibson, because I know she's got some spring wheat. See what the varieties are like and what the yields are like. She actually dresses seed and stuff. Very nice lady, Kay Gibson. I think I've said that before. She's the one who got me onto KV ploughs. She loaned me her one last year. It was like a sister plough to this one. I managed to find myself one exactly the same. I think it's got number 8 bodies on it, which is superb body. But it's, what is it? I forget the numbers on it now, but it's a good plough. It's about, I think it's about 8 year old, but I don't think it's seen a massive amount of work. See, a lot of these big ploughs you see are on these big farms. They've all gone mad on this Mintil. A lot of them have got rid of their ploughs. I know how to fix the old black grass problem. Get the old matches out again, have a good old burn up. The trouble is they won't let you. The trouble is they pay us these subsidies. I'd rather they dropped our rent by £73 and keep their subsidies. Then I could go and drop a match in a field of straw and they wouldn't be able to take it away from me. But I still feel proportional burn would be an absolute godsend, because I know people who have been through their oilseed rape for this here beetle 6 or 7 times, and they reckon you should do it in the evening when all the bees and all the wildlife have gone to bed for the night, because this spray will kill them stone dead. Well, I've seen people spraying for that beetle in the middle of the afternoon and the middle of the day. You know, they take away the dressing on the seed, so we have to use these sprays, these pesticides to kill them. So we're not killing the bumblebees and everything with the dressing on the seed anymore, as they reckon that's what it did. We're actually spraying them now and killing them even more. You know, that the dressing on the seed, it was never proven whether that actually killed the bees and that. It was thought to. They couldn't say what was, and they couldn't say it wasn't. But one thing for sure, the pesticide we're using to spray the oilseed rape for these beetles definitely kills the bees. Absolutely definitely kills them. So they're going through 6 or 8 times with these here sprays. You know, surely it's the lesser of the 2 evils having the dressing on them. I don't know, but I'm not an intelligent person, I'm just an old farm boy. You know, I never went to college, you know, I'm not a chemist or anything, but common sense tells me it's better to have a seed dressing and keep spraying everything with pesticides. But I still think we need a good old burner. That's what we need. 20-25% of your farm, burn it off, burn it black stubble, and then get your direct drills out and drill straight into that black stubble. God, think of the crop that you'd have. Look at that thing clean, wouldn't it? It'd be like having one of them lovely dreams you have at night about the wife in a little lingerie, eh?